What I want to talk about, if I may, is a music form I'm crazy about, and it's called the Boogie Woogie. Is that the most fun name you've ever heard in your life? Boogie Woogie. What? That's just the darndest thing. Well, what about that Boogie Woogie? What happened? Where did it come from and all that? Well, back in the 20s and the 30s, there was a lot of hot music going around, a lot of hot music going around, and some new music too. But what happened with the Boogie Woogie is this. A fella named Pinetop Perkins just nailed it. And Pinetop's Boogie became the template for all the other boogies for the as long as the time has gone. That's what they do. Pinetop Perkins Boogie is the main Boogie Woogie. That's hard for me to say. Pinetop Perkins Boogie. Okay. Anyhow, I want to mention this to you. In my early days, when I was just barely out of my teens, I got to play in an important venue in our country. It's the Cellar Door in Washington, D.C. And all the big acts were playing there, and especially the folk acts, Kingston Trio, Peter, Paul, Mary, all that bunch. And so I got to play there, and I got to play there with a blues legend named Muddy Waters. Ooh. You ever heard of him? Well, you can write, he's the real thing down by his name if you want to, because he really was the real thing, Muddy Waters. My goodness, oh, what a legend. So now, playing piano for Muddy Waters in his 90s was Pinetop Perkins. So I got to spend a couple of weeks there at the Cellar Door with two legends, Muddy Waters and Pinetop Perkins. Now let's talk just a minute about what the Boogie Woogie is. Generally speaking, on the Boogie Woogie, as you know, you got one hand over here playing the boogie, and that's this part. Doom, 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 right down in there, see? And then over here is the woogie, and it's playing ba-da-doo-da-doo-da-doo-da, like that type of stuff. So you got doom, 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 ba-da-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo, that type of thing, see? Like that. Now let's take a look at a guitar, and what can you do with a guitar with the Boogie Woogie? Well, the problem with the guitar is simple. It takes one hand to hold a note down and the other hand to play it. And there's the Boogie Woogie. Except something's missing. Can you tell what it is? The Woogie. This is just Boogie here. The fact is, there ain't no room on a guitar for the Woogie. There's only room on a guitar for the Boogie, because it takes one hand to hold the notes down and the other hand to pick them. You run out of hands pretty quick like that. So what I thought I'd do is make an attempt to play the Boogie and the Woogie on a guitar. And apparently one of you is pretty excited about this. Well, I hope you like it, friends. And listen and see if you can hear both parts, the Boogie and the Woogie, okay? Here we go. All right. Thank you, friends. Woo. Well, I appreciate that.